Hello and welcome to Anyway, the podcast with Nick
and Liam.
How are you?
Good.
You're doing all right?
I'm doing well. I'm going to have a sip of water.
Have a sip of water. You could have done that 15 seconds earlier, but that's why you waited. You wanted to capture it.
ASMR.
Oh, that sounded lovely.
No, I want to know how you're going. How's this week? Because
it's been a week. The comedy festival started last night.
Yep.
Had my first show. Did it go? Am I happy with it? No. Am I disappointed with it? No. It was like fine, but I'm just really hard on myself, I've realized. Even this interview I did this morning for this architecture media thing, earlier I mentioned, I was like, yeah, I'm just hard on myself. And then later we were talking about other stuff and she's like, whoa, you are really hard on yourself. I was like, she clocked me, babe.
Aww.
But surely you're hard on yourself, are you? No, I feel like you're pretty level-headed and chill.
I think I maybe am hard on myself, but I'm also like not doing a show at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, no less.
Oh, don't call it that. That makes it sound scary.
Yeah, and you've got quite a few shows as well. So like, I feel like you're also quite a big deal.
There's
Lots
one
of people
down.
are really excited to see your show, so I'm not surprised.
Well, tell them to buy a ticket then.
Because by the time this comes out, will it be over? Or should we say buy tickets?
I reckon this will be out next week.
Tomorrow. Yeah, okay. So actually buy tickets
for the love of
to
God.
Nick's show. I was going to go and try and do that in unison. Ready? Buy tickets to Nick's show
for the love of God Almighty.
It's selling fast. So you want to get in on the ground level because this one's going straight to the top.
But I think there's a bit of fatigue with audiences at the moment.
They're tired of comedy. Who's tired of laughing? What's the fatigue?
I think it's because the world is going through quite a tense era. And I also think people don't have as much money. And I think people are tired. And I say, but guess what? Every Tuesday, the Arts Centre of Melbourne, which is where I'm doing my show, they offer discounted tickets for 12 hours. So guys, that's when I would like you to, because I feel bad people having to pay full price for my show. So Tuesdays, keep an eye out on my stories on Instagram.
For 12 hours. That's, wow. Red hot.
It's really
special.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. How are you?
I'm good. Just jotting along, doing bits and pieces. I feel like the weather's changed, so now I'm kind of reassessing how to like engage with the world. I'm going, okay, cool. We're sort of transitioning into wearing more layers.
Yeah,
it's raining.
Kind of exciting in a way.
Yeah, I'm going to watch a movie inside.
Oh, isn't that the best?
Rather than scull 7 martinis out on the nature strip.
Do you do that?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, see, I want to live around, well, no, I'm not going to say where you live, but like I want to live in one of the areas.
Because everyone's trying to find out where I live as well.
Everyone's listening to this with a pen ready for me to slip up and say where you live.
Carry the one, he lives.
Bullseye. Yeah, I have other friends who they have a nature strip out the front of their house.
Where we are, yeah.
And that was the house that I almost was. Did I tell you I'm not living there anymore?
Yes, you did. I think you were crying, actually.
It was pretty upsetting. But hey, that's their decision to crush my dreams. That's up to them. Nah, they're really good people. But no nature strip for me.
No, I also feel like when I was younger, like I used to be like, oh, when I'm in my 30s, I'm going to live in this suburb and this suburb that I'm in now, and be like, oh, I'm gonna potter about with other people and I'm going to have enough money to like do all those things and have a martini. And like,
you do.
Yeah, I don't actually have as much money. Maybe
yeah, but you still do the things.
But I still do the things. And I think that's actually what life is about. Yeah. It's about doing the things before you financially sort of catch up. You sort of commit and then you go, the money will follow.
And then you figure it out. See, when I was a kid and I used to imagine my life in my 30s, I had a wife and I had 3 children.
Yes.
And I lived in the suburb that I grew up in. When I was a kid, I used to draw my life. Yeah. And it was like me, my wife, married at 20. No, how old were we when we got married? 24.
Whoa.
And then we had 3 kids. And then I realized I was gay and I was like, okay, I'm going to have to come up with a second revision of this plan.
I'd love to know what your wife's name was.
I don't think she had a name.
Well, see, that's why you were sexist from a young age. It didn't really matter to you who she was. You just sort of had decided that you'd had a wife.
No, it was more like, I don't want to pigeonhole. I don't want to be like, you can't be my wife, because that's the wrong name.
Okay.
I want to leave it open.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually nice, because I was worried that you were like, it almost like didn't matter.
What if I was like, my wife's name was Steve? And I was like, why isn't this panning out? But I had my kids' names.
Oh, did you actually?
I think so. But then they would always change, because then I'd make myself on The Sims with my crush, who was always a girl in high school, even though it really wasn't.
Yeah.
And then you know, it was really funny.
Please.
I was when I was 13, I bought a baby name book from Woolworths. I begged my mum, I was like, can you buy me this baby name book so I can name my Sims some interesting names? Because I had like thousands of names. And I became obsessed with the name Krista, like Krista.
Okay, yeah.
So I have so many Sims that are called Krista White, because I'd always name my first daughter Krista. And then guess what? Maybe about 10 years later, guess who won America's Next Top Model? Someone called Krista White. Krista White.
Krista White?
Yes. Spelt the same way that I spelt it. Isn't
Did
that
she look
insane?
the same as the Sim that you...
No, different ethnicity.
Wow.
So she's not my daughter.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
That is actually crazy.
And I was like, I can't really tell anyone about this, because it's only information I know. I'm like, you know how my Sims are called Krista White? They're like, no. But now you guys know.
So did you say that you named your daughter on The Sims Krista? No.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot. Like,
Wow.
maybe
A lot.
when I was 14 and
regular.
I played with my crush at the time, and first daughter was Krista. Then a year later, I had a new crush, and our first daughter would also be called Krista.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to the bottom. So when you say that you had a crush, you're playing with your crush.
Yeah.
What?
No, I was just playing it by myself, but I made my crush on The Sims.
Who was like your wife?
Yeah, my wife.
Okay, so then you were in it. You had a wife, and then you guys had kids.
Yeah.
So then Krista White was your child. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Wow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
then, sorry. I'm kind of. And then, so you hang on. So in The Sims,
Yes.
when you were younger, you made like a version of someone at your school that you had a crush on as a Sim.
Yeah.
And then you were like kind of playing, you would go home and you would play with them. So you made a life for the person that you had a crush on in real life.
And I had a girlfriend in grade 10. So
like she was in
I
it.
told her, I was like, oh, I made us on The Sims. So
I guess that's what my next question was. Do all the people sort of know, were they consenting?
Oh no.
Oh, God, no,
I used
no.
to just make, if like two people in my grade started dating, people who I wasn't even friends with or would talk to, sometimes I just make them on The Sims and they'd have a family.
This is incredible.
One time, two people in my brother's grade who used to catch my school bus, I was like, are they dating? I went and made them on The Sims and they had kids. I played The Sims a lot, every day.
My God, this is wild.
And I was like a kid, so I didn't have much like, I used to make like people from movies. Like I made the She's the Man people and made them have families. Like
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, whatever I was exposed to, I'd make it on The Sims. Big Brother. We're talking America's Next Top Model.
It's essentially fan fiction
Kind of.
but like as in 3D.
Yeah, pretty
Wow.
much. And you get to kind of choose what happens.
But you're making fan fiction for other people to catch your bus.
Yeah.
So
A girl in my brother's grade who like started dating this guy. I was like to my brother, how do you spell his last name? Okay, cool.
That's crazy. It's like that meme where there's a guy in the corner of the party being like, these people don't know. And it's
That
like,
I'm going to make them on The Sims later.
but I've been playing them every night. Yeah.
These people don't know that they have 3 children.
And they're all named Krista White.
Yeah. With a K. So
Wow.
yeah, that's me.
That is so interesting. I feel like by the end of
Yeah.
this pod, I'm going to have a really like rich understanding of your
how
inner life
weird I am?
as a child, and also how weird you are.
Yeah, I am weird. But I'm sure you were a weird child as well.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I think there is a specific kind of child that's playing The Sims. I think that's like and a specific kind of adult that's playing The Sims.
I still
as
play
well.
The Sims.
Yeah, and I would. No, I wouldn't play it actually. I get really scared about computer games because I feel like I can just disappear into them, and then I'll just I could spend a whole day in there, and then it's like I'm just living my life online. So I feel like I've banned myself.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I used to get lost in it as a kid, but now I'm more structured with when I play it. It's like a reward.
And do you still name people? And
Krista White? No. That name is so 2007.
No, I was going to ask, do you still make them people that you know?
No. I think the last time I made myself with a crush was like 2020.
Yeah, okay.
So I was an
fairly
adult.
recently. Yeah.
But now I make all fictional people.
So interesting.
Oh no, the last person I made was Mary Gilbo.
I don't know who that is.
You know
It
Mary
sounds
Roach
very
from American
ye-olde.
Idol? American Idol, the girl who was like, I feel the earth move under my... I dressed
What
up as
season are
her
we
for
talking?
Halloween
Oh, sorry.
4 years ago. How do you not know that now?
Okay.
I made her because she was an aspiring musician, and I was like, I'm going to make her dream come true on The Sims.
Aw, that's
And it
really
did.
sweet.
It did. But
That is so interesting. Okay, I'm still kind of caught by the fact that in 2020 you also in 2020
I was in lockdown.
made a little world. You were like, it was lockdown.
It was lockdown. Of course, I'm going to make myself and my crush.
And your crush, who this is. I feel like I could sit here in this spot for a long time. So like buckle up. This is going to be the 2020 Sims episode. So when you say crush, I love also the idea of a crush as an adult as well. I feel like there's a lot to unpack there.
Do you not get crushes anymore?
Well, I am taking.
I mean, when you're
obviously.
single, like when
yeah,
you were
actually,
single.
one time I googled what a crush was because I feel like they're so insane and all-consuming, and it's like kind of feverish that I'm like, this can't actually be a real sustainable thing. And one time I was googling it, being like, what is this? Like, why this isn't like. This can't be a real version of this person because like I don't really know them. So why, like, what in our biology, like, why is this helpful that I'm like feverishly obsessing over this person? And look, it's also as a homosexual, it's also clearly not about like, well, you better have children with this person because
I know.
so it's like what. Why is this biologically? But anyway, not everything has to be biologically sound. But I'm like, where is this coming from? This
Did you get
crush
any
thing?
answers?
No.
Oh, guys, let us know.
Yeah, if anyone
where do
thinks-
crushes come from?
Where does a crush come from? Why? Because like it disperse. Is that the right word? No, it like chills out after time. Like I feel like after a few months of knowing someone, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is who the person
You're like,
is.
oh,
You're actually this person.
yeah. It's like I liked you better in my mind when I'd met you once.
Well, that's famously what happens, isn't it?
I
It's
know.
Like yeah. I mean, they say after like 3 months, that's like why a lot of things fizzle out because you're like projection of who the person is and who they actually are. Marry up.
Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to be thinking about that later.
So I want to hear about the 2020 crush.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you I'll tell you off the pod.
You'll say it on the Patreon.
I'll say it on the Patreon,
Patreon.
guys.
That's constantly going to be a bit that we do now and there's no Patreon.
Yeah. I'll save that for the Patreon. But it was this guy in New York who will definitely not listen to this. Oh, yes. No, I'm not going to say anymore, actually.
Okay.
It's a bit embarrassing. We had a son. It's also just so sad to imagine me in lockdown, just in my room, like, should we have the baby in the hospital or should we have it? Oh no, I guess we were gay, so no one was going into labor.
I was going to ask, so do you go to like an adoption agency?
You can do this thing on The Sims 4 now where it's like have science baby, so it's still both genetics. Wouldn't that be good if that was real life?
So so Sims is
But you can
actually-
still adopt as well.
But the Sims has kind of gone ahead and
The Sims said this can happen.
this can happen.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were doing
It costs $1,200 to do.
which is actually
So
pretty cheap.
That's like an iPhone. Isn't
to
it?
make a child, to make a Krista
Yeah.
White.
Yeah.
2 gay men make a Krista White in The Sims. What number are we up to now?
4.
Sims 4. Wow.
It's like, what would you rather? A new iPhone or a
Krista
Krista
White.
White? That's hard.
And that is a really tough decision. And
Yeah.
when they come out, are they a baby?
Yes. You can
Okay.
adopt children. But yeah, if you want a science baby, it's a baby.
And did you...
What? Did I what?
So interesting. Do you feel like... I mean, like we were just saying about a crush, like I also feel like that is so you've literally made a projection of this person and the way that they're like living. You'd be like, oh, I'm fleshing. If you barely know this person and then you've been living with them several days a week in their house with a baby, you're like, I do know you.
Yeah.
Actually, I do know you.
I was like, what are his traits? Loves the outdoors, I think. Probably, right? Materialistic? No, surely not. But no, yeah, this is
incredible.
I don't know if I've told you about this guy. I'll tell you off the pod because the lore of this person
You're kidding.
is really interesting.
Do you know what I remembered the other day just on the state of like gossiping and lore and being in New York? I once went on a date in New York. And
What if it's with the same guy?
There's only one guy in New York. We went to go see improv. God, I really hope this person doesn't listen. We went to go see improv and we're like, great.
Wait, he lives there still?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he lives there.
Okay.
And we were like, yeah, cool. It's just not the same person. There are so many men in New York.
I'm literally sitting here going, I bet I know who this is.
I feel confident that this is not the same person. And we were going to go see some improv. And I'm going, okay, great, let's go.
Wait, can you say his name and we'll bleep it out?
I actually can't remember.
I
genuinely can't.
Okay,
It's quite a few
I
years
believe
ago
you.
now.
I believe you.
Yeah. It was like, I love that you genuinely think this is the one.
I
person
do. Well, no, not him, but just I went on a lot of dates in New York.
I actually, if it makes you feel any better, I'm not confident it was in New York. I might have been in another state in America.
Oh, that's concerning that you don't.
Well, I just thought for the ease, but while we're here,
for the flow of the story.
story.
But I'm so like, which postcode were you?
No,
in?
I actually am trying to
Zip
remember
code,
if
they
it was
call it
New York.
there.
It could have actually been LA.
Chicago.
Can we cut this? This is really uninteresting.
No, we can cut it.
No. It's important that we keep it, I think.
Let's keep it then. I'm just like, just tell me what happened.
So we're like, okay, let's go and see some improv. And I'm like, great, I'm really excited to see some improv. And then we get into the theater and we're sitting there. And like beforehand, look, also I hope my mum doesn't listen to this, but we were vaping. We bought like a vape. It was like a bit like, when in Rome.
What year was this?
I think maybe a bunch of years ago, 5 years ago.
Something you'll learn about me is I need to know what year everything happened in for some reason.
Actually, you mentioned this last time on the pod.
I'm just like, I need to know, what. All right, anyway, keep going.
I think it's post 2020. We're in a see.
Okay,
the thing
that's
you'll
good
learn
to
about
know.
me as well is that I don't know numbers and I don't know names.
True.
We've got a perfect combination.
Yeah.
I think it could have been 2022. That's my guess.
Yes.
So, God, this story is not nearly as interesting as the time that's taken up. But we get into the theater and we'd got a vape earlier, and I'm going, great, cool. Sit down to watch this iconic venue, and we're sat there watching it, and then I'm like, I just see like vape smoke through the air, and I was going, what is that? And we're like watching it, and I'm like, there's like smoke coming through, and I realized the guy that I'm on a date with is actually just vaping in the middle of the thing. I'm going, what? In my brain I'm going, do you have like a different understanding of? Is it we're like inside the theater and you're literally blowing smoke through that? But it was like the first time that I'd met this person. So I was going,
Yeah, what do you do?
Exactly.
You're just like,
I was going, and also like, you're an audience member. You're trying to be quiet. So I don't want to be like, so I'm going,
and he's like, you want some?
it's like, I was like, what? So I literally kind of kept sitting there going, yeah. And I was like, everyone, of course, is like looking around going like,
oh, no.
Why is there a cloud of smoke going through the theater in like an intimate theater? I was like, what? How did you think that was chill? It feels very like early days when everyone was like vaping going like, no, it's just like air. You can just do it anywhere.
Yeah,
and I was like, I feel like
you were like,
graduated
I have a
past
feeling this is bad for you and it's not acceptable actually.
And also it's like visually and we're in the theater. Like,
were you guys like in the front row or something?
We were like third from the front.
Oh God.
And so I'm like,
did you tell him to stop?
Well, I kind of nudged and was like, and I think he was just quite a specific kind of person.
Was he like 18 or something?
No.
That's like something a kid
I actually
would
think he was
do.
older than me.
Oh God, that's sad.
But also had like a really good career and stuff. Like I think he's... Anyway, I actually shouldn't get into...
Who is it? Who is it? I think I know him. What did he look like? Was it New York?
We can't... We can't.
Was he wearing a hat?
This. We'll do it off pod.
Was he wearing a hat?
His name was Krista White.
You keep your hands off my daughter. She's vaping.
Yeah, I went on a date with Krista White from America's Next Top Model.
Wow, good on you.
And she was vaping the entire time.
Wait, okay. I need to know who this is. Do you have a photo of him? Vaping in the audience?
I actually should I show you?
Yes.
This is bad. I wonder if this should be something that we're deleting though.
I think we'll decide this later on if it stays or not. But I also, it's going to be hard for us not to just tell stories like this in the future.
That's what I mean.
It's fun.
But I'm going.
So you do remember his name?
No, I don't. That's actually why I'm going. How can I find who this is?
Well, how about I show you the person in my life?
I feel confident it's not the same person.
Me
because
too.
What are the chances in a whole?
But I just need to know. And also he wouldn't. I don't think he would. Would he go to improv on a first date in 2022? Was it this man?
No.
Okay, good. And now we know.
And now we know. And you go, and now we know. And now we know. That's so interesting.
Yeah. What's interesting?
That's a great point.
Should we check our lists
Our lists.
of like what we're bringing to the table?
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I have so much this week.
Yeah,
I feel like
you've been messaging me like I thought of something else.
we started the pod and then I was like, now that exists, I'm now like, oh my God, there's so many things
That's
that I want to
good.
talk about. Actually, one of them was that guy who vaped, which, and so we landed it quite comfortably. The other thing that a guy once did when I went to the theater, because for some reason I have a tendency to always go to the theater with people.
For like a first date.
I'm not sure why it's a first date. It must be a
Interesting.
bit into it. It must be. But this was this guy. I bought this guy a drink and it had lots of ice in it, and it was a one-woman show. And the entirety of the thing, he was like rattling the ice. I was drinking. And I was going, oh.
Where are you finding these people?
And we got to the end of. He got to the end of the drink, and I was going, oh great, we've like got to the end.
He's like, I've got a bit of ice left.
Literally. Then went.
He started crunching on it.
Yes.
Like a donkey.
Yeah. Started then going like piece by piece. Went.
Oh
like,
no. I mean, I do that, but not in an audio, or do I? No, I don't think
It's
I
also
do.
like a one-woman show, so you're like,
Was she noticing it?
I mean, it'd be hard not to.
Were you guys in the front row
I was
again?
so irritated.
Was this in Melbourne?
Yeah.
Who was it?
You're like, I know it.
Because I've been on lots of dates here too.
Yeah,
Wait, do you reckon I actually would
I
know
still
him?
think you wouldn't know this person.
Who is it?
Do you like that noise?
Who was it?
I can't even remember his name.
Wow, that's...
And I couldn't tell you what year it is. Year it was.
That's okay.
I can tell you what year it is now. It's 2026. So don't test me.
is?
But I couldn't tell you what year it was. I'm pretty sure. I feel so confident that you would not know this man.
Okay. I wonder if we have been on any dates with the same person.
This is what the entire podcast is gonna be about.
It's turned into a dating podcast. I have something on my list that I want to bring to the table. And I actually made a TikTok about this and an Instagram story.
Silver table. Bring it.
About intervening in a miscommunication. And it's funny because 2 of them happened in the space of about half an hour. So the first one was I was at the dog park and my dog Billy is obsessed with food. If someone has treats at the dog park, he just goes up to them and sits down. And this lady was like, can I give him a treat? And this lady was, how do I put it? I don't know. She's nice. That's all I'll say. And she's like, sit.
You're worried she's listening
And
to
she's
the
like,
pod?
can he have kangaroo? And I'm like, yep. And then she's like, here you go. And she gave it to Billy. And if Billy gets something that he's never had before, he'll like put it on the ground and like sniff it, then eat it.
Yeah.
So then he put it on the ground and then this other dog came up and ate it. And then that same dog sat down and she's like, oh, now you want a treat. And I was like, well, he's already had one. And then Billy was like waiting still. And she's like, nope, you've had one. And I wasn't going to step in and be like, actually, he hasn't. He dropped it and that dog, like, I'm like, that would be
You're
weird.
going to intervene for your dog.
Wouldn't that be strange? So I sat back and then she's asking the other guy, can your dog have kangaroo? And I just wanted to be like, babe, you already had kangaroo. So that was the first one. And then the second one was at the cafe when the guy in front of me was like, oh yeah, I'll get, this one, not the big one. And then the barista's like, the big one? Yep. And then the customer didn't clock it. And I'm there going, you just got that wrong. But I'm off the clock. I don't have to step in and be like, guys, he said, you know what I mean? What do you do? Because so many people message me being like, you should have said something. And I'm like, oh.
I mean, the dog one's crazy because dogs literally don't have voices.
That's the thing. And I also didn't want to be like, my dog didn't get one. Because I'm like, I don't care that much. But also, like, she was wrong.
But also, she's like, prove it.
I know, that's the thing.
Like, you got a greedy little dog.
That's the thing. I'm like, this one seems like it's not worth fighting for. Because who's going to win here?
Well, also, it's like you're so desperate for your dog to have a treat. It's like, I don't know, go buy some kangaroo for your own dog.
That's the thing.
It's a bit like, in terms of the hospitality one, the cafe one is tough because you know what's going to happen at the end and you can see the car crash is coming.
I know.
You're going to get to the end and he's going to go, I didn't ask for a big one, so I'm not paying for that.
I know.
And then you're sitting there going, watching the collision. Did you see the collision?
He just took it and left. So it all worked out fine, I think, because he was before me. And the whole time I was like, oh, God, I'm going to have to witness this absolute chaos that I could have prevented. But I think everyone in Melbourne's kind of chill with stuff like that, right?
When you get a coffee, do you go like, if mine's wrong, it'd have to be so wrong for me to say anything. If it's a different size, I'm like, it is what it is.
If it's a really hot day and I ask for an iced latte and they give me a hot latte, I say something. I'm like, I'm not drinking a hot drink today. Yeah, sorry.
And as, we discussed this off pod, but you have a bit of a temperature.
I'm always hot.
You're running hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I run
the
hot.
The aircon's on, but it's quiet.
The aircon's on. Ignore it. Yeah. But then something that pissed me off not yesterday, the day before.
I'd love to hear it.
I've just been stressed this week. And this is how far I can open my eyes. I'm just tired. And I'm just like feeling like this week. And after my tech rehearsal, I got some sushi and I was like, can I get 2 salmon nigiri, 2 prawn and avo, and 1 crispy chicken avo? And they're like, yep. Get home in an Uber that took 20 minutes and it just reeked of this guy's breath and I couldn't put the windows down because it was raining. So I was like this the whole Uber.
His breath. We sat in the back.
You know how sometimes you just get in an Uber and it just reeks of their breath?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yuck. And then I had my sushi in my hand. I was like, ugh.
You're like, you can keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. Get home. Where's my crispy chicken avo? Oh, they gave me salmon. That's a really boring story.
Wait, they gave you full salmon?
No, they gave me just one wrong one. And I think because I was already having such a bad, I literally opened it and went, what the fuck? But then I ate it. I was at home. No one heard me.
Yeah.
I wasn't in public screaming, what the fuck? I would never do that.
Okay, so tell me, if you had have been right there and you had have checked the bag, which
I would have been like, oh, sorry, I asked for this.
It is on you to check the bag, I think.
Well, it's on them to get it right, I would say.
And would you have if you had have checked the bag immediately, would you have said
yes?
Oh, you would have?
Yes.
And do you think they're allowed to take it back and put it back in the thing? Because I actually don't want to
go if it gets thrown out, I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
I want what I want.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I'm curious to know if they're allowed to.
Probably not.
If it goes in a bag, I think
they would have to throw out the salmon one, which I'm willing for them to sacrifice that salmon one so I can get what I want. The world is about me getting what I want.
And salmon don't have a place in it for you.
I'm a hypochondriac, and which you came to my show last year.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes with things like salmon, when I'm eating it, I'm like, I'm going to get salmonella. It's literally named after salmon.
Yeah.
Salmonella.
I did come to your show last year. I actually really enjoyed it.
And thank you for that.
Well, to be fair, I actually didn't get the tickets.
Your sister did.
Both of them. Both of them got the tickets? That can't be right.
So you went with your 2 sisters?
Correct.
Okay.
And they were coming from Frankston, so it was going to take them ages to get in.
Wow.
So I tried to sit up the back so that they could more seamlessly get in. And I had to get them both like a drink and stuff because it was a bit like they both have kids. So they were a bit like, oh, it's like night on the town seeing Nick White.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Hi. What are their names?
Private.
Hi, Private. And what's the other one's name?
Krista White.
Hi, Krista White Maguire and Private Maguire. Oh, are they married? Do they have different last names?
They do. They do, actually. They're going to watch this and go, oh.
Hi, they do, actually. I think that was the first time we talked online because I saw you post your story of my show and I was like, you're at my show?
Yeah. My sisters literally did a post being like, fun night out with the brother. Got to see some comedy. And then I shared it and you said, oh, you were at my show. And I was like, yeah, it was great.
I remember that was a good one.
And I said to my sisters, I said, he just messaged me. He said, "Oh, you're at my show," and I was like, "Oh, it was great." And they were like, "You should say more than that. We thought it was really good." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I should." They were like, "Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't know it was really good. You should explain it." And then I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I was like, "Yeah, it's really good."
And you like the dishwasher joke? I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, whoa, what was the dishwasher joke? How do you remember that? What was the dishwasher joke?
It was just, it's because when I'm in like show mode, every bit of feedback I
you
get,
go,
I instantly remember it.
Yes.
It's like in here for, and even like when,
Oh, the dishwasher, yes. Oh,
where it's kind of like
really good.
It's like, what was it again? How it's like parents, I don't even remember. It's about medication. It's like how
yes, this is really good.
moving into a share house that had a dishwasher, because I grew up without a dishwasher, and then once I had one, I was like, life could have been this much easier the whole time. And it's about how like starting to take SSRIs was kind of the same. And then my parents I'd be like, have you guys ever considered like getting a dishwasher or like talking about it? They'd be like, we don't need that. Everything's fine. It's like, yeah, but like it just helps make things a bit easier.
This is a really good metaphor.
But that was always one of my weakest jokes.
Really?
I think the premise was funny, but the tags weren't bam enough.
But I feel like maybe that's just very up my alley. That I'm like, oh,
That's
that's just
the
very
thing.
well observed. It's
I think my jokes aren't the most, I don't know, sometimes they're not the most obvious, and they're not the most like, the tags aren't like bam, like shoved in your face, because I don't really like that kind of comedy. I like more, subtle.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like it's actually just an interesting thing to say either way.
Thank you. But I even remember like, if anyone's like, oh yeah, we came to your show last year, I'll instantly be like, oh yeah, I was really unhappy with the show that night. And they're like, oh,
You can remember the night?
I remember, yeah.
They're like, but you have like multiple Tuesdays. So if they say
I just
Tuesday-
remember, because it's, well, if I see them after the show or if they message me after the show, my brain instantly remembers how I felt about the show that night. And because I'm always like embarrassed if friends come and it's not a great night. But I remember the night you came, it was good. My parents came to my show in 2024. It sucked, but then they came last year and they came on a really good night in Brisbane. So I always remember that stuff.
Did they tell you that it sucked?
No, they were like, they were just a quiet audience. And then my mum was like, and I was trying to laugh really loud to get everyone laughing. And I'm like, Mum, you shouldn't. You drove an hour and a half to be here. You guys booked a hotel, and now you're working. You're trying to get the audience. I'm like, Mum, no.
They're going, isn't he funny?
They're going, isn't it great he quit his architecture job to do this, right? Right? Do you guys think that was a good idea as well? Because we do, don't we, John? No, yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, but yeah, but what else do you have on there?
List.
On your
So
little
many
list?
things that I wanted to. Oh, okay. This is not that interesting, but it's really important to discuss.
Oh, I bet it is interesting. Hey.
For the first time in my entire life this week, I changed the sound of my alarm.
Oh.
And
Can I guess what you changed it from? I bet it was.
Yeah.
That one?
I've never heard that one before.
Oh.
I'm really bad. But it put me on edge.
I could tell. You were watching me do that like.
I was going. It's the classic one. I feel like maybe we just.
That one?
Oh, that's also a classic.
Yeah.
No, it's just.
You changed it to that or from
No,
that?
from that.
Oh, thank
But
God.
That's the traditional
Imagine
one.
if you being like, I changed it to this. I'm like, are you okay? Are you trying to make your life worse?
I changed it to, honestly, probably one of the most beautiful sounds I've ever heard in my life.
Show me.
And it was random, and I didn't realize that I did it.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. I feel like it should. It's
That one
is-
sucks.
Why is that one a bit sexy?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it's bad. Is it Bad to the Bone? Is that the song?
It's that vibe. It's in that vein, definitely. Bad.
Oh, God, I'm waking up sexy again.
It happened again. I woke up sexy again.
Hang on, I need to actually. I feel like I should just play it.
Play it. Hello.
And this is the issue that
edge
I
of my
have with
seat.
technology is that I don't actually know how to use technology. So that's why I had the
Yo, for how long? Like
for
10
my
years?
entire life.
Oh my God.
And I was always waking up like
scared.
it's so on edge.
Yeah,
because
no
you're like,
wonder.
oh God, I'm going to sleep through my alarm, and it's like the
Yeah.
sound that you wake up to is hell.
Like a literal alert system. That's the
Yeah.
vibe.
Okay. Do you know how to? Oh, this. God, I don't know why I'm yelling. Okay.
Is there one called Creepy? Oh, canopy.
Canopy.
Okay.
Okay, this is the song that I wake up to now.
Oh. I guess I'm trying to pretend I'm asleep.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, this is nice.
I'm going.
It took me a second to get it.
Well, it grows, so it kind of comes into your sleep, and you're like, birds are chirping. And I wake up and
Yeah.
I'm going, it's going to be okay.
And like, there's a real optimistic melody there. It's like,
Oh my God.
do, 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 do. I heard that. I clocked that in the background.
oh, there's like
What's
a
it called?
stirring.
Babe,
It's called
what's it
chirp.
called? It's called chirp.
Everybody needs to get on chirp now. I think
And we would like to thank our sponsor for this episode, Chirp. If you're having trouble in the mornings, use Chirp.
This is
Chirp was designed by experts to help you wake up in the morning without any of that dreariness. Chirp is recommended by 9 out of 10 sleep experts to start your morning right.
I'm buying it, and I'm 100% on board. And honestly, I'm one. Oh, do you know what would be cool if we could have kind of like soundtracks that played out of our pockets when we went places?
That would be sick.
Be
I wish
like-
that was socially acceptable.
I
Only when I'm in
agree.
the mood, though. There
Well, it's
should
like-
be days where I get to choose if we're doing it that day as a society.
You get to turn the sound off.
I wake up. This is just Melbourne based. I wake up and go, yes. And then everyone's allowed to walk around playing a sound. But if I wake up grumpy, no one's allowed.
right.
I'm the boss of this for some reason. I just
that
decided.
completely makes sense.
As the CEO of Chirp, wait, what's my alarm? I want to know now.
I think it says a lot about a
I
person.
have heaps of different alarms though, and I think this one is
Wait, hang on.
radar.
Can each different... Wait, I
Yeah,
didn't know
I
this.
have robot for one of them.
Oh, the alarms can be different noises?
I have. I hate that one.
Oh, this one is...
I hate it when I set it and it's because I don't know which
No,
one's which. I don't even. check.
that one has a villainous quality
I
to
know
it.
it's disgusting. This
No,
is my
it's
main
disgusting.
one. Radar, the classic. I hate.
No, why would you do that to
It.
yourself?
Why did you have?
Well, I didn't realize now.
Well, I don't. I have
didn't
other
realize there's
things going.
options.
I'm not like. I just forget.
No, but you set different alarms for those, so you've made a
I
conscious
don't
decision.
know if I even did it on purpose. I think it just this one. They're all radar except that one robot one for some
No,
reason.
the robot is really
I
unwell.
know robot for two of them.
The robot is like
I have
it's in your wall.
constellation for one of them.
Wait, play.
That one's a bit scary
Oh,
too.
no, it's not. What do you mean? This is a news
I
report.
think I just relate it to being woken up, so I don't like it.
Oh, they're all scary.
Yeah.
Not as scary as radar. Can you wait? Remind me what radar is again. Oh.
It's 4:30. You have a flight, and you haven't finished packing, and you hear this. Oh,
I've immediately lost my passport. I feel like I'm going.
that's the most vile noise that humans have invented.
There is an actual gremlin in the wall with a. You're like you're asleep, and that one plays, and you're going.
Wait, do you know what's really funny? I lived in this share house in New York, and I lived with my two best friends,
I think I know them. Say their names.
Tim and Daisy.
I've never met them actually. Sorry, I was doing a New York.
But then, also, I hope my mum's not listening now, but we would sometimes get a bit high in the backyard and talk shit. And then one night they were like, you've heard the little gremlin that runs around in the courtyard, right? Because their bedroom went on out to the courtyard. And I went, shut up. And they're like, no. Yeah. And they were like, it sounds like this. It's like, and I'm like, you're just trying to wig me out right now. And they're like, no. But they're like, you haven't heard it? They're like, oh, I guess your bedroom's on the other end. And I'm like, shut up. And they're like, we hear it a lot. And it just runs from like back to front and it goes, and I'm like, stop it. And then even like Daisy was in Australia in December and she's like, you thought I was making that up, didn't you? I was like, yeah. She's like, no, we don't know. She's like, we think it was a raccoon or she's like, there was something. And it used to be like, and I'm like, what?
is it like sealed? Is that the back? Sealed like it's a
Yeah,
private
little
area?
We shared a courtyard with another apartment.
You shared the courtyard with the gremlins downstairs.
With a family of gremlins. But surely that wasn't it.
That couldn't have been right. No.
And there was a leprechaun upstairs.
And
But and we used to knock on their door and be like, have you heard the gremlin? They'd be like,
I don't think so.
I think that means no.
He's going, no, I don't think so. I'm sorry. I haven't seen any gremlins. And they're going,
and we were like, when will we get to the bottom of this? Oh, that's so funny.
wait, isn't Daisy the name of your dog?
My dog? My dog's name's Billy.
Well, why'd I call her Daisy then?
My pop's dog's name is Daisy, but she's dead now.
Okay, so that just came in for me.
What, you thought my dog's name was Daisy? My dog's a boy.
I'm really scared because this could mean that a number of other people's, oh no, this could be like,
what?
You know, like, this could be a number of other people's, oh my God, what am I saying? Someone else's dog in my life is called
Daisy. And you thought my dog was.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to hold that against you. No one's going to be like, what the fuck?
No, I know, but
Liam
it's like, who could it be? It could be an ex or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and then and obviously everyone's going to listen to the pod and they're going to go, I know whose it is.
Everyone's going to listen to this.
Yeah, everyone's listening to it, and particularly the gremlins that you lived with.
Yeah.
And they're going, they're messaging going, hey, Nick, lovely podcast, but I'd love if you take that down.
Yeah, live next door to you in 2020. I don't. Now, and I talk like this now. It took years of speech therapy. We were British the whole time.
And the way you imitated me, I found it disgusting.
It was really vile.
It was vile.
And oh, sorry. And sometimes it slips out.
And we're trying to change the idea of us as gremlins. And what you've done there is you set us back. You set us back.
Years and years. And yes, I'm telling him.
And frankly, you weren't the best neighbours either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We heard you laughing. We heard you in the courtyard being like, have you heard that little freak run around? That was my son. That was him playing with his fire truck.
How old he is? He's 3 years old.
He was 3 years old.
He's 3 years old.
And he got bullied for that.
And we had to take him to speech therapy.
Yep. And his one escape was home. And then we hear you guys in the backyard. Do you hear that little freak running around? Guess how that made him feel?
When home isn't safe anymore. How's that feel?
Then what?
And what?
Then what?
You're always upstairs playing Sims about all your creepy little crushes upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how did you know that? Oh, well.
They go,
I revert all their progress. Oh, that's funny. How long have we been going? Oh no, I forgot to. We've been going for 1,290 beats.
oh, perfect. I love it when we go beats.
Yeah. Okay, I don't even know if we want to talk about this. How do you feel about those AI fruit videos? Because I think they're so stupid. But if I see one, do I watch it? Yeah. Sorry.
AI, anything pregnancy for me, there's something about it that is, it's doing something really special. A piece of fruit being pregnant, a vegetable being pregnant. Yeah. I'm going, how is that going to work?
And I need to see what it looks like.
Because I'm like, what is that? Is the tiny fruit inside?
Surely.
Yeah, I'm going, what is that? And because it kind of comes out as like a sort of a baby, but it should just be a vegetable. Also, what are the two vegetables together then?
And also, I hate how they all start the same. Hi, strawberry eater. Like they're strawberry eater. All you do is eat burgers all day. I like that. Broccolino. That's kind of it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the whole plot. Wait, the ones I've been watching have like don't have a lot of dialogue, and it's a lot of like it's got like
oh, mine's all dialogue. Mine's all about
we've been watching the same.
One of the fruits is fat. And then the other fruit is mad. Then they cheat on the fruit. And then the other fruit gets sad. So they work out. Then they become hot.
Oh, maybe I've been watching the vegetable ones. I'm starting
a broccoli was dating an apple. Mine are fruit and veg, I should say.
No, we must be watching the same thing. There can't be.
Have you seen like the cat ones where it's like Unstoppable by Sia? Where
yes.
It's like, meow, 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 meow. Yeah.
Yes.
I just love the thought of you watching. Meow, 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 meow. Like, what's wrong with us? Not you and me, just humans.
And they have to be made by the same person. Like, that's the same tech company.
I have a message. if you're the one making these cat AI videos where the cat ends up homeless or the cat cheats on another cat wearing a suit, stop it, because I keep watching them. I don't like them or share them. I'm not engaging, but I'm watching them. I need to see how they end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how's it all going to end? I think it says
That's
a lot.
the big question.
Yeah.
How's it all going to end? Oh, but anyway. And the other thing on my list I wanted to quickly bring up. Have you seen the videos of Cameron Diaz talking about her Filipino neighbor?
Oh, the Filipino.
Yeah.
one. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's quoted quite often. In this
Okay,
house.
good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah. Filipino.
That's a recent. That was a while ago, but it's come up recently, right?
I feel like it's.
Oh,
rears
it
its head
does.
quite oft. Yeah.
As culture shifts, it comes back
it
when
comes
we need
back.
it.
We never lose her.
My neighbor is Filipino. She was from the Philippines. And then, what's the food she says? Well, your
that's
household
right.
quotes it all the time. So what's the food
it's,
she
it's
says?
mostly my housemate who said it.
Where is he? Come here, mister. Is he home?
It's actually a woman, but
Where is she?
She's not going to like being called it.
Are you home? Is she home?
I don't think she is.
What if they
Maybe
were
she is.
home
She's
this
not-
whole time? Yeah, what if you lived with the Gremlins now and you didn't tell me? What if you're like, hey, meet my housemates? And they're like, I'm like,
And you've been going,
like,
I
Liam,
think I know
that's-
him.
That's the. You met him in New York?
You're like, what year?
That's who you saw at the improv show
That's
with.
the picture that you showed me
Yeah.
on camera. And it was a gremlin. I was going, you were like, and then he dated someone for 3 years.
Oh, yeah. And they're upstairs right now. They're in the stairwell like, guys, we just want to say to you guys, thank you for listening to Anyway. But I don't think that's the actual ending.
No,
Should have been, because I don't think we really wrapped things up very well.
No, I don't think
I kind of
did.
just launched into that, didn't I?
Yeah, no, I probably.
Anything? Oh, okay. Well, I think we're gonna start releasing apps next week. So I will say, come to my live comedy
yes,
show at the Melbourne
yes.
Comedy Festival.
Important.
Also, come to my Sydney shows and my Brisbane show. Anything you want to plug at all?
I got nothing to plug. But we're going to probably start having guests.
Yes. Oh, big time. Big Time Rush. The cast of Big Time Rush are our first guest.
I wish I knew what that was.
I've never watched it. I know it was a show. I think it was on Nickelodeon. Wait, did you watch Hannah Montana when you were
this
younger?
is what we've spoken about this. I didn't have Nickelodeon as a child. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's the difference between you and me.
And when I say that, people assume, oh, well, your family was rich. I'm like, no, we actually
You're like, oh,
weren't.
so you had
we just love TV.
You had a personal jet and like a...
I'm like, no, we were struggling. Not struggling, but every day I heard the phrase like, that's too expensive. But yet we had Foxtel because my family are kind of addicted to TV.
So do your parents love TV? And
Well, my mum loves TV. My dad is the most anti-TV of my family, but me and my brother and my mum love it. And I'm so glad we had Foxtel because I was obsessed with the Amanda Show, Amanda Bynes' sketch comedy show.
oh yeah,
And I think if I didn't watch the Amanda Show and The Simpsons on repeat every day of my life, I wouldn't be a comedian. I think it was quite formative for me.
I definitely watched The Simpsons because that was on every day on free to air. But did you only have one TV in your family home?
We had one that had Foxtel upstairs, and then we had a small one downstairs.
And then you were like,
that was like the PlayStation.
The
TV.
workers in the basement obviously had a TV as well.
The staff had a staff TV.
Yeah, but they weren't allowed to watch certain channels.
No, we would monitor it. Yeah.
Because there could be a rebellion at any moment. And You had
Exactly.
to be really careful with sort of
That was the
content they were
propaganda
consuming.
TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, it was just on loop. You're like, you're going to love these channels. And it's
Yeah.
like, stay inside the house, keep cooking.
And it was like the cooking channel. Yeah.
okay.
I just give them a notebook and a pen and be like, hey, the cooking show's on again. No, we really didn't have much money. We had enough to get by.
Oh,
had a
sure.
lovely childhood, but
You're going, we were comfortable.
we weren't. If you were like, oh, we couldn't afford like I don't know.
You're like can't remember because there's nothing we couldn't afford.
Well, no, we couldn't afford like overseas holidays. You know how so many families would be like, "Oh yeah, I went there when I was like 15, but I haven't been back since." I'm like, "Oh, all my travel has been done as an adult."
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I had the same experience.
Our only holidays would be like an hour up the coast or an hour down the coast, or if my brother had a soccer tournament at like Coffs Harbour or something.
Should we list everything that we couldn't afford as a kid?
Yeah, overseas holidays. One year we got a swimming pool, and then
You got a swimming pool?
yeah,
Okay, so but you lived in Queens,
yeah, we used it every day.
which I think you legally have to have a
You
swimming
kind
pool.
of have to have one.
Yeah, otherwise
God,
it's
it was
child abuse.
I was
I
10
think.
years old when we got it, and it was the most exciting thing that ever happened to us.
Is that why you're very pro aircon culture, do you think? Because you grew up in Queensland?
I don't know. I'm just always hot, and I prefer feeling a bit cold. And I also sweat easily, so I hate feeling hot and sweaty. It's just the worst feeling. You know
That's very
what I'm
Queensland,
saying?
like humid culture, though. It's like you want to avoid any kind of moment of dampness. You know, it's like tropical.
But it's not. Well, that's why I don't live there now. And when I go back, I'm like, how do you guys do this every day?
No, it's awful. Isn't
It's
it?
actually insane.
It's
and
just
like,
awful.
my parents never put the aircon on, and I'm like, how? I guess my dad's like retired now, so he doesn't have to be productive.
It's because they're paying for Nickelodeon. They're like, we can't actually.
Not
afford it.
anymore. They got rid of Foxtel recently.
What, sure. Does anyone have Foxtel?
My parents had it up until last year, just because my mum loves watching Coronation Street, which was on UK TV. But then she realized it was on Binge, so now they have Binge.
And that is
Anyway the podcast. Oh, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Guys, like, comment, subscribe to the podcast. We will be making an Instagram page for the podcast and a YouTube. We haven't talked about any of this, but we will be doing that. YouTube,
Full steam
Instagram.
ahead, yeah.
Patreon.
It's only going to get better as well, which is something that's worth
Guys,
saying.
this is episode 2. If you were like, oh, it's okay.
It's ramping up.
This is it at its worst.
Yeah, that's true. If you thought this was bad, it's going to get better.
Yes.
And if you thought this was good, well, it's only going to get better. And you should hear the season climax. Hear the season climax? That sounds bizarre. You should wait until the season cliffhanger.
Yeah.
At the end of this season, because the writing gets really
Someone almost dies.
good. Yeah, someone dies and then you don't find out until we come back.
We should get the cast of Heartbreak High on.
Well, yeah, but you said that they all seem really annoying.
No, the characters.
The characters
not
seem annoying.
the actors seem
The
awesome.
actors seem amazing, yeah.
I just find when I watch Heartbreak High, I'm like, who am I meant to be rooting for? Because they're all such little shits.
They're just figuring out their way.
I guess they're kids. Well, they're meant to be kids.
Aren't they? Aren't we all really?
Yeah.
Just kids.
But every episode, they're all just so entitled and so like, I want to do this, so I'm doing this. Oh, well, I'm like, guys, can't we just get along? That's what I say. When I watch Heartbreak High, I go, I wish they'd get along.
It's so hard, isn't it?
I wish they'd get along.
But they won't listen, even if you tell
They
them.
won't listen. No. Trust me, I've tried. All right. Well, I think that's that. And I think we should wrap up the podcast. This has been Anyway the Podcast.